Good morning. My name is Muhammad bin Zaidin. My ID student 2020.5.SE02.003. Subject of Physical Security Management in the Bachelor of Security Enforcement in Management program. My the title of my presentation is Physical System Security System. First, 1.0 Physical Security System. We can see physical security system such as CCTV camera regulated by security officer. Okay, and 2.0 AIM. The primary purpose the physical security is to protect the asset in infrastructure of an organization. Therefore, the primary obligation of physical security is to guarantee employers as they are the company most valuable asset. Their safety comes first, followed by the safety of the facility. And then 3.0 background. Physical security system is to protect people, hardware, software, network, and data from physical acts and incident. The crowd result in significant loss or damage or to an organization, government agency, or institution. This includes protecting agents, fresh, flood, natural disasters, burglary, robbery, vandalism, and violence. Physical security requires the use of multi-layer of independent system, which might include surveillance camera, security guard, protective barriers, lock, access control, perimeter, intrusion detection, barrier system, and fire protection. And then 4.0 objective. 4.1 to protect guard and staff. And 4.2 ensure that those who are not in the building get out of the building. 4.3 to prevent unhoused staff or guests from being able to access critical interior of the property. 4.4 to obtain confidential information. And 4.5 to prevent dangerous goods being used by the friend. And then 5.0 physical security. When most people consider security, they immediately think of lock, bar, alarm, and uniform guards. Well, this is the only safeguard that shall be taken when trying to obtain an information system. It is a reasonable place to start. Physical security is an essential component of any security strategy and essential to all security offered. Without it, information security, software security, use access security, and network security are much more difficult is not if not impossible to implement. Physical security is the protection of construction site and equipment along with all data and software contained threatened from theft, vandalism, natural disaster, man-made disaster, and unintentional dangers. For example, from electric surges, extreme temperature, and satellite coffee. It requires strong building construction, proper emergency, proper dense, reliable power supply, good element climate management in earthquake defenses agency intruder, and uh, 6.0 the importance of physical security. As more and more business really on the instant of thing IoT, so be it request both digital and physical security. IoT requires a lot of physical facility protection to keep data, server, and network secure. When the instant of thing IoT connect more and more, the area of physical security is evolving, evolving. They are virtual machine VMs, for example, that run in the code. They are just score as the real server they run. What they the business choice to use first part or third party called a computing service. This data center should be properly protected. The physical security ensure to avoid the main thing data loss. And 7.0 policy issue. Okay, policy issue. Physical security is about protecting the building site in the way that reduce the risk of death and damage. Two duties, decision mark need to think about how the building is built, how rooms oxygenate, oxygen, how emergency product work, how equipment is used, how power is provided, and how product handled, as well as how the work with outside contractor and agencies. The physical plan must be adequately recreated to prevent annual tourism. Individuals from entering the site in use equipment structurally does not opt to remember for to the score. Plan safeguard building that will consider can be launched without placing unnecessary load of the team. After all, individual will gain access if they are aware of adhere to the organization declared security policy and procedure. The only method to harvest this is to request everybody granted access to the system signed in return the security agreement prior to being granted access. This critical security regulation is just too critical to allow of expression. Okay, 8.0 types of physical security. Okay. 8.1 log and trail maintenance. Okay, keep a log. Keep a log of what people access and what they try to access in order to deter indesirable use and establish forensic fidelity informant for data. For label probable asset tracking, business make use physical security take take such as several fault lodging, fan lodging, attainment, and the use of a lost card. In the event of a security breach, this data can be extremely helpful in identifying potential security flaw. And 8.2 risk-based approach. Physical security investment can be maximized by using is a risk-based strategy. You can use this technique to determine how different scenarios for different people. Risk-based strategies request that a company physical security request be commensurate to be sufficiency of less on reducing risk. 8.3 Accountable access control. By linking access control to specific person, a business can have a better understanding of employer activity. Consider is situation is which curtain room may accessible only touch the use of a single key which distract the two people. If an asset in the room goes lost, just two individual help at guilt. And then a last 9.0 physical threat. Physical threats include the following: first, flood, intricate in tornado, and two, other climatic condition, for example, extreme temperature, high humidity, heavy rain, and lightning. And three, destruction committed or proposed, for example, death, vandalism, and arson. And four, environmentally damage behavior, damage behavior such as spirit drinks, overload, electric outlet, and the bed plumbing. Thank you for me, my presentation today.